How can we afford to travel for up to 20 weeks a year? Think you need a big income to travel the world? We'll show you 13 ways to feel rich without being rich. Welcome back to Travel on the Cheap. I'm Jo. People ask us all the time, how do you afford to travel so much? Well, I'm going to show you how we do it. And hey, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next adventure. Truth is, we're not rich. We just think differently. We've spent a lifetime stretching dollars, making bold choices, and finding joy in the second hand. Every choice we make at home, in business, and daily life is linked to one goal: freedom to travel. Here's how we do it. Tip number 1. Hard work makes money matter. After 3.5 years at home with our son, I went back to work and saved $10,000 at the mussel factory, opening thousands of mussels day after day on contract. I planned to buy a new kitchen, but the old one worked fine. Because I'd worked so hard for that money, I valued every cent. We decided to use this money as a deposit on a rental property, which already had a kitchen in it. It grew in value and in time has given us a small nest egg, which gives us interest. Now, 25 years later, one smart choice set us up for years of freedom. Tip number 2. We build value into every home we own. We've never just lived in a house, we've improved it. Every place we've owned, we've developed and made into something special, as you can hear by the drill in the background, especially the grounds. My happy place. We landscape, we plant, we build, and we beautify, as you can see. And when it's time to sell, those choices pay off. Adding value to a property has helped us fund our future travel more than once. Tip number 3. Airbnb pays for our adventures. We've hosted over 350 guest groups in the last 2.5 years. That income goes straight into the travel fund. I've worked 2 summers in a local motel, not for training, just for the money. Rod ran the B&B, cleaning, entertaining the guests, and sometimes cooking his famous porridge at the breakfast bar. Guests love it, and we love the guests. The hours were perfect for running our Airbnb at the same time. It wasn't easy money, but it helped us build something that now works for us even while we sleep. Tip number 4. Garage sales and second-hand gold. We live second-hand by choice. Garage sales, op shops, fridge flipping, you name it. I've bought fridges with food still inside, cleaned them up and sold them with delivery. Most of our clothes and our gear are pre-loved. So we can save money on the small things, so we've got the money for the big things like travel. It's retail therapy without the retail prices. And it's fun. It's like treasure hunting. Every dollar goes towards travel. Tip number 5. Gather what you need. We grow, we swap, we fish, and we preserve. Rod's compost heap feeds our garden, and our garden feeds us. Veggies, herbs, fruit, flowers. We swap extras with neighbours and bottle the rest. Jam, sauces, pickles, you name it. We fish for blue nose, perch and blue cod, and ling. Our boat's shared with a mate so we can keep the costs down. Fresh catch, homegrown produce and zero waste. We even wash and reuse plastic bags. It's not just frugal, it's fulfilling. Gathering what we need means spending less and living more. Every dollar saved goes straight into our travel fund. Tip number 6. Do it yourself saves thousands. We are just in the process of building our own garden shed and saving over $10,000. We give it a go. We fix most things ourselves: plumbing, painting, repairs. Time and skills go a long way. And it feels good to say, we did that. Every project we do it yourself means more money for the next adventure. Tip number 7. Smart spending. We pay insurance annually to save about 10%, and we stock up on discounted food and only buy fruit and veggie in the season. We save when we can, because there's times when you just have to pay top dollar and we have no choice. It's about being prepared, not panicked. Smart spending equals travel. More travel, less stress. Tip number 8. Credit cards that work for you. We never pay interest unless we're borrowing will make us money. I use my Platinum credit card for most purchases. It earns us air points, which means free flights. It also gives me travel insurance, which I can top up if we're away for more than 40 days. And we always pay for it in full every month. No fees, no stress, just perks we can actually use. It's one of my best travel tools. Tip number 9. Travel hacks that work. We book cheap cruises and flights. RV swapping is free. We never pay full price if we can help it. We don't mind going in economy. We look for deals, stay flexible, and plan ahead, well ahead, up to 2 years. It's not about luxury, it's about freedom. We travel smart, not fancy. Tip number 10. House sitting. We have free holidays. One of our favourite travel hacks is house sitting, especially here at home. It gives us a free holiday or a weekend escape. No accommodation costs, just a change of scenery. Sometimes we've looked after pets, and believe it or not, we've never even met the owners. We just pick up the key from under the doormat on a Friday night and pop it back on Sunday afternoon. We've only spoken on the phone. Crazy, right? But it works. Free holidays, new places, zero cost. Tip number 12. Caravan life equals freedom. When we want a holiday in New Zealand, we hit the road in our caravan. No hotel bills, no stress. Just freedom on wheels. We've had some of the best adventures parked up with $1 million views for free. Plus we can use it to go RV swapping around the world. It's our rolling escape pod. Tip number 12. We live within our means and save like crazy. We don't spend what we don't have. We don't chase upgrades or trends. We make do. We mend. We stretch every dollar. That's why we don't worry at the supermarket anymore, in case my card wouldn't work because I overspent. We've built a buffer. We've earned the breathing room. And that's what funds our freedom. Last tip, number 13. Do your own homework. Don't just rely on a travel agent. I make all our bookings myself after researching the best value for money. Most of our holidays start with a free RV swap or a cheap repositioning cruise or a house sit. Then I build the rest from there. But what could you do? I know some of this might sound a bit like the old days. I'm an old fogey, aren't I really? Or maybe you're thinking, it's all very well for you, but here's the truth. We didn't start with money. We started with choices. You don't have to build a shed or flip fridges. Maybe you could just start saving $20 a week or put in a veggie garden like we have. Look for anywhere you can save because over time it becomes a habit and habits build freedom. Maybe you could Airbnb a spare room in your house. We once stayed with a solo mum who rented out a room with a shared bathroom. Not ideal, but it was cheap. It was simple, affordable, and it helped her to make ends meet. That's what this is all about. You don't have to be rich to feel rich. You just have to start with a dream and make it happen. People think we're rich because we travel so much, but they don't see the fridges we've flipped, the compost heaps we've turned, the second-hand treasures. They don't see the choices we made and keep making to live this way. We're not rich. We just feel rich. And that's the difference. Next up, how we keep travel memories alive without clutter. We'll show you our favourite ways to store our memories from our travels, how we've turned travel into everyday joy. Then we'll be packing our bags for our 7-week cruise. Last minute essentials, real life preparation, and what we never leave behind. Thanks for joining me today. Ciao for now.